Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird, wonderful world. And we're starting part two of my iconic albums from the 60s that I need to own in my collection that I don't have. And of course, we're going to be starting with Johnny Cash here, Orange Blossom Special. That would be from February of '65. So February. Now, before I continue, I just need to give one quick mention of an artist that or a band I wish I would have put in. I passed right over it, so I kind of want to present it here as soon as I can find it. So this should have been in yesterday's episode, okay? It should have been in yesterday's video, but it wasn't. And I'm talking about the Kinks, because that was from November of '64, and somehow I kind of skipped over that one. So just to know that in the early first part of this, well, from part one yesterday, this is where this should have been. Okay, so we're going to continue right along. So right after the Johnny Cash, the Orange Blossom Special, I'm just trying to find the right. I should open that up a little higher. Yeah, there. That might help me a little bit better. Right there. So the next one from March of '65, and I'll open that up, would be the Beach Boys Today. Yeah, March '65. As you can see, a lot of good stuff on that. Please let me wonder. Good to my baby. Dance, dance, dance. When I grow up, she knows me well. It's all help me, Rhonda. Yeah, it's all good stuff. So, I love the Beach Boys. You know, I'm not even nowhere near bored with the Beach Boys at all. So, yeah. So the next one I would like to get, since in part one I had quite a bit of this artist already, so why stop there when I can bring it all back home? So with Bob Dylan, yeah, bring it all back home. That's from April of '65, and then we're just gonna truck right along because I got quite a bit of these here to go through. So now we're going with oh yeah, in June of '65, Mr. Tambourine Man, the Birds. I like the Birds. You know, I think they're a great band, so I would definitely get that. Uh, And I know there's probably some I'm missing here and there. I might do a part three where I can go in where I just focus on the very strongly honorable mentions that should have been in the list, but were not in the list. That I would say, like, these ones definitely also I will want to get no matter what. So the next one I want to bring up here is, since I have a few of their albums on the first part, yep, Out of Our Heads with the Rolling Stone. Yep, and this one is from July of '65. July of '65. So I definitely want some Rolling Stones. I do like them. So after the Rolling Stones, we're gonna go with Ray. Where is that? I pass it. Okay, there's that. There's that. Oh, right here. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we got in November of '65, we got Rave Up Yardbirds. I like them. So the Yardbirds. So I would get more. I have the greatest hits of them, but I would want to get their albums. Again, if I see them, I mean, I don't know how much I'm going to pay for them. And as I said in part one, when it comes to music, I do want the stuff that I'm most nostalgic for, the stuff from my childhood of like the '80s and '90s, especially the '80s and '90s, the '70s too. There's a lot in the '70s I want. I want those first before I get anything else from the '60s. But I do love the music, which is why I do pick up greatest hits here and there of bands like, like the Monkees and Herman's Hermits and so on and so forth. There's a few, yeah, and yeah. So continue with the next one. Now we're going to go with January. Now we're in January of 1966 to start that year. So what's next is going to be all right. Oh yeah, right there. Let's go with Simon and Garfunkel's "Sound of Silence." I know there's yep, that's January of '66. I'm sure I'm not sure what's on it. Again, most of these albums from the 60s, I don't know the albums because I never actually sat down to hear any of the albums. The only band from the 60s that I think I know the most music of is the Beatles. I mean, by and far, more than any other band that I know from 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 the 60s, because everybody else would be basically just the greatest hits. That's all I know of most of the other bands. Now I know every song of the Beatles. I've heard them all. So more, yeah, it's more so, way more so than any other band. Just kind of made this realization now. So I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so continuing. I don't care how long this episode goes because there's still a lot to go through. Let's go with yeah, I like this group, so why not get some of Mamas and Papas, right? So if you can believe your eyes and ears, the Mamas and the Papas. So yeah, I will get that. That's February of '66. So so next would be right here with uh oh, I think I missed one. Oh, I missed one. I missed one. Okay. Um I'm going to name it anyway, but the picture is missing. It should have been here in the list, but for some reason I skipped over it. I wrote it down, but I guess I didn't save it to the file. So it's supposed to be April of '66, and it's the Rolling Stones album Aftermath. Okay, so Aftermath would be right after the Mamas and Papas. Okay, and before the next one you're going to see. So yeah, April of '66 is Aftermath. So I don't have the album cover, but I'm sure anybody who's watching this is probably familiar with the cover and knows what it looks like or the album. So yeah. So let's go with the next one that I do have here, which would be yeah, Beast Boys Pet Sounds. You guarantee I want that, and I want, and I wouldn't mind for this, especially for this. I wouldn't mind getting the remaster so that it sounds its best. So yeah, I'll be on the lookout and probably will be ordering it. I don't know when. I got other things on the burner right now that I need to get kind of primarily first, but but this is but yeah, Pet Sounds is definitely near the top of the list. This is from May of '66. And then of course continue the trend of that I started in the next in the well in the first part, more Dylan with the Blonde on Blonde. Yeah, from June of '66. Definitely need to get that 100%. All the Dylan, all the early Dylan from the '60s. I want it. It's pretty iconic. I mean, it kept on showing up. It keeps showing up again and again. And I know I love Dylan, so I was like, why not get some? So now we're going to go with come on, and again, I think that I was so kind of rushed doing it. I have something else written down on the paper, right? But I don't have I don't see the, oh, no, I do see it. I do see it. Oh, no, I almost skipped over something else. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I got ahead of myself. I do have it all in order. Yes, there it is. The Fifth Dimension. Fifth Dimension by the Byrds. The band is called the Byrds. The name it's not the Fifth Dimension. I think there's a band called the Fifth Dimension also, but this is a but this is the Byrds version of it. So this is from July of '66. I like the Byrds. I think I mentioned them already in part one, or even maybe in part two here already. But yeah, I definitely would get this album. Now continuing to the one I thought I had erased, but I found it right here with Simon and Garfunkel's with parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Yes, why not? So I, I'm if I get the others, I might as well get that one too because it is in that list of the iconic albums, which is where I got all these photos from. So I'm just picking out the ones that I want. And so the next album I'm going to show you is, yeah, I want this album for sure. Fresh Cream by Cream. Absolutely. Look at these guys. They look like they're raring to go. Awesome artists here. But I want to continue. I don't want to make this too super long. I still got like I'm only about halfway the list. I still got some to go here. Whew, okay. So absolutely next on my list, I definitely want to get some Jefferson Airplane and Surrealistic Pillow. It gets brought up a lot on those all those awesome channels that that I like to watch. Again, I'm not naming anything. I'm gonna make a video where I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more. But yeah, I just want to keep this going. But Jefferson Airplane for sure, and also because of my favorite YouTube channels that I love. I want to get this by the Velvet Underground. This is Velvet Underground and Nico, and this is from March of '67. Oh yeah, the Surrealistic Pillow by Jefferson Airplane. That was February of '67. So that marks the beginning of a new year. Fresh Cream being, of course, December of '66. So that, yeah. All right, we're going to continue right along, and because these are like I said, these are all epic albums that I do want for sure, and definitely this one here with, yeah, the Turtles, Happy Together. This is April of '67. Yeah, I do love them. Oh, as I do with this next band, and especially their '60s stuff. I think this is the stuff from this band that I have a greatest hits, and I love it. It has the one song that I really like on it, but it might be on this. I haven't looked at any of the song tracks, but I know that early stuff from the Bee Gees would be great, so might as well get Bee Gees first. Absolutely. So continue it along, and I want everything by this next artist for sure. Definitely might want to start with this one, and I know there's one that should be on this list, but that's not mentioned. But this one here should is definitely mentioned, and this is from December of '67. Axis Bold as Love, Jimi Hendrix. Now, I don't think I'm going to, it's not on that list, but I want to mention it. I will be getting the Are You Experienced, of course. I definitely want that for sure. But yes, definitely want some Jimi Hendrix. I have a greatest hits, and that's awesome. But yeah, no, you need some Jimi Hendrix in your life. Never enough. So continuing along here. So why not some more Simon and Garfunkel with bookends? Absolutely. Continue it right along. And that's, of course, bookends is from April of '68. So trucking right along. Oh, yeah. Gotta get some more Johnny Cash at the Folsom Prison. Yeah. So I hear that train coming. It's coming around the bend. So, yeah. You need the men in black. It's just that's about as far country as I like to go. I'm not a country music fan, so anything that kind of touches a little bit more on that countryside, it's not for me. But I I don't consider. Johnny Cash really country. Uh, In a weird way, I almost consider it more like hillbilly rock, but I don't want to. No, I don't even want to call it that. But I do like it, so I would want to get that for sure. Okay, let's continue with. If I'm gonna get Axis Bold as Love, I might as well get Electric Ladyland from October of '68. Of course, the Johnny Cash, the Folsom Prison there is May of '68. So we're nearing the end of the year of '68, with December of '68 being, where is that now? Oh yeah, might as well get that. Banquet, Beggar's Banquet, December of '68. Now, for the next year, the last year of the list, okay, I have seven choices. So, February of '69, we are going to go with, and I know this is an awesome album. I would love to get this. MC5 and their Kick Out the Jams. Yeah, you definitely kick out the jams. So I would want to definitely get that. I know good music when I hear it, and I think why not? I don't mind Velvet Underground, so I get that too. I There's good stuff. It was considered on the iconic albums, and there's nothing wrong with what's his name there. Oh, it's just on the tip of my tongue. What's his name? Oh gosh, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. It'll come back to me. Velvet Underground, yeah. So okay, let's continue right along. I can't believe I can't remember his name. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I'm seeing it there. It's Lou Reed. Lou Reed. I can't. Why couldn't I think of it? Yeah, Lou Reed. I love Lou Reed. So it was just weird because it was just like right there at the tip of my tongue. It's like I know this. Why can't I say it? I knew it was coming. Okay, continuing with I think this artist, I have the most of this artist on this list so far that I need to get. Okay. Yep, Nashville Skyline. And that's what's above his head. That's the skyline of Nashville. But no, I like Bob Dylan, so definitely want to get all the Bob Dylan. That of course is April of '69. So continue right along with the last four here coming up. So in May of '69, we are going to go with Tommy with the Who. Absolutely need to get that. Now again, I'm sure there's a lot that I passed over that I did not mention on this list that you guys are saying, why don't you get that? Why don't you get this? Leave in the comments. Absolutely. Let me know what I'm missing and what you think I would like. Um, like for example, what's not on this list that I really want that I think is iconic, and it's maybe a little obscure, okay, but I think it really defines the '60s so beautifully, and I desperately would want it. Is the self-titled album called Silver Apples. The band Silver Apples is their self-titled album. They have a song called Oscillations on it, and I definitely would want that album. It's right up there. It's not on this list, but it's definitely something I would want to add to the list for sure, just to give you an example. All right, going to continue along. I got three more to go here, but I would like to hear the Pinball Wizard and stuff. So why not start with some more CCR, uh, Creedence Clearwater Revival with Green River of August '69. Yeah, and but not just a couple of, is it a couple of months later? Just a couple of months later. There's also there's also Willie and the Poor Boys in November of '69. So yeah, those two albums of Creedence Clearwater Revival, Cosmos Factory and all the good stuff. I do really like CCR and wouldn't mind getting their complete collection at one point or another. So we'll see about that. But and the last one, of course, is not and but not least. I know a lot of people like this album, and I'm sure I will too. And I do like the Rolling Stones, so Let It Bleed, December of '69. So that completes the full list of albums that I do need to get from the 1960s, the iconic ones for sure. And like I said, there's probably a lot that I missed and all that. But I do have one more video, just one more video in this iconic album series, and then I'm done, and I can focus on other content, break it up, and give you some little, like I said, a little bit more risque, a little bit more hardcore kind of topics for that I want to talk about, completely music related and everything and all that, and plus tomorrow is going to be nice out, so I want to make sure I go outside and hopefully do some live streaming tomorrow. So I'm not going to announce it pre whatever. I'm just going to probably sometime in the afternoon between uh like it's Atlantic Canada time, the Maritimes of New Brunswick, for around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. It depends. It depends. I'll be out there, and I'll be bringing my phone with me, fully charged, and I'm gonna make a nice long video, guys, for you, and just talk about whatever, and yeah, and bring you some good vibes. That's what it's all about. No negative talk allowed. It's all going to be all positive stuff. Unless there's something I want to do, comment. And if I see some cops, doing something, and I'm on a public sidewalk, I might be filming them and doing my journalistic duty and exercising my rights as a free citizen of Canada, and follow, of course, completely follow the Constitution to the letter, and don't and not to offend, or but peacefully document, our employees and the that we're allowed to do in the in their duties. All right, I am done gabbing. Have gone for 22 minutes. But everybody, you know what I'm about to say. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please do, because I do appreciate it and will love you forever. And like in the last video, if I know that you subscribe to me, I give you a shout out because I love you all. And don't be afraid to hit the like button. It's that's what it's there for. Just show your appreciation for somebody trying to bring a little bit of joy into your life. That's all. That makes me happy. And just to say, like, what made me happy, okay, was seeing Larry Graves' face when he opened up the package and he saw the drawings that I made for him. You know that yeah. For some, I cherish that. I cherish that above a lot. I love that. That always makes my day. Whenever I need cheering up, I watch that video of him opening my package that I sent him, and yeah, it just tickles me and it always cheers me up. All right, everybody, be safe, take care. I will see you on the flip side, and please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.